Hi, we are with Mr. Tushar Zade, CIO, CDO for Origin Pharmaceutical Services Limited. And Tushar is going to talk about the Digital Tech Conclave, his experience at the event, and more about how data security and future trends and technologies are impacting the healthcare and pharma segments. So, first up, Tushar, how has your experience been at the Digital Tech Conclave?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's always pleasure being a part of your event, especially. I think the way we all celebrate the whole digital tech media, the entire house rather, right? So it's always good to be back to family, right? So this is not like any other normal event. You can see there were a lot of fun which we did, and it's always good to connect with the peers to understand what they are doing in their industry and to learn from them. I look at this event more also for benchmarking myself, that where exactly we are falling in the entire maturity curve, and how we can improve from there. Yeah, so it's a great deal.
Much thank you for appreciating our work. But Tushar, you're from the healthcare and pharma space. I'd like to know, how is data security really impacting the healthcare and pharma space today?
Yeah, so data security is very important. And with the increased attack surface, earlier we were just restricting ourselves to on-premise. Now we also have the cloud presence. Every company today runs a hybrid cloud setup, more or less, right? Hybrid on cloud and also on-premise, depending on the data, right? Now attack surface has increased. We want our data to be available at each device. Earlier it was limited to desktop computers and all. However, nowadays it is also limited going abroad, going beyond the desktops and laptops, even your mobile devices, right? And even further also, in case we need to use it. But I think the attack surface increase has also impacted the way we look at our security posture, right? It will always be, the attacks are getting more and more sophisticated as compared to how we are progressing in the digital world. We at the pharmaceutical space also look at it from a compliance perspective. We are a auditable industry wherein a lot of regulators visit us and they ask for data. Now this data can be today, can be yesterday, can be 7 years back as well. Now we need to ensure that the data is secured so that we can present it in front of the authorities and auditors and make sure that our processes are right in place. So data security in the pharmaceutical space is extremely important. More and more board members are now understanding that why do we need it, and it is getting a good agenda point in the board meetings as well.
Right, right. Data security has definitely gained a lot of significance. The other thing is, what are some of the, existing and future trends and technologies that you feel are really going to transform the healthcare and pharma space going forward?
Sure. So I think from a digital perspective, agentic AI, last couple of years we have talked about Gen AI. Now next couple of years I think are belonging to agentic AI.
Can you explain more on that?
Yeah, so agentic AI is more autonomous, right? I mean, it's like an agent. I'm hiring an agent to do certain job. For example, my lead generation engine. If at all I quit a person versus I hire an agent, that agent will do everything, right? From getting the data on whom to reach out to, how to reach out to, when to reach out to, doing the reach outs as well, even phone calls for that matter, and feeding the lead back to the BD or the sales guys. That entire process can be now done or driven through agent. We don't need to hire people anymore because of all this automation happening, right? So it is autonomous. It takes its own decisions based on learnings, and it uses generative AI as well, like all those conversations and all. So I think agentic AI will be here to kind of disrupt the industry for a couple of years. And I think not only in pharmaceutical space, but across FMCGs for that matter. If you look at automotive industry. So there are a lot of use cases which we see around agentic today in the digital space. Also on the security part of it, as every coin has two sides, it's a double-edged sword, AI. While it is helpful for us to improve upon our productivity, or the way we look at entire process, right? Now, in case on the security side, attacks are becoming more sophisticated, driven by AI. Yeah, AI-based attacks are now getting more and more familiar. I mean, they're out there now. The hackers are also using AI technology, ML for that matter, some generative AI as well. We are seeing that now. How can we make sure that our castle is more fortified? Yeah, we cannot even keep a small gap in our walls for that matter. So I think it's very important now in today's world to be ready for such sophisticated attacks driven by AI.
So I truly believe what Tushari has said, that agentic AI is going to really change the game, not only for the healthcare and pharma space, but also for other industries and other verticals. Thank you so much, Tushar, for speaking to us.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks.